Hello friends, welcome to GoodTecher LeetCode tutorial. Here we are going to solve LeetCode problem square root. So implement a function that returns an integer type and function name is a square root with a parameter that integer x. So we need to compute and return the square root of x. So x is guaranteed to be a non-negative integer. So here are two examples here. So input is 4, output would be 2. So this one is easy to be understand. And the second example, the input is x and output is 2. Here's the explanation. So the square root of x is 2.82842, and since we want to return an integer, the decimal part will be truncated. So that basically means that if the output, the square root, is not an integer, it has some decimal places, we can just get rid of the decimal places and only keep the integer part. So here I'm going to show you how to find a solution to solve the square root problem. So our goal is to find the square root of x, and in the math formula it will be like this. So suppose this y is a square root of x. So x is equal to y squared, and so our goal is to find this y. So y, we can draw a picture with a 9. So if that's a 0 and this is x, so in a picture this math formula would be like this. So we are going to find a place where is a square root of x, and that's just a y point. So this y, we know that y squared is equal to x. So this is a what? So this is a 9 that's starting from 0 to x, and the 9 is increasing. So this is just a search. So to do a search, we can easily think of a good idea to do the search. That's a binary search. So binary search is very efficient, and its time complexity would be log n, because every time we do a search, we just get rid of a half part and keep just another half. So it's just a log n time complexity. And so convert to this binary search, so that the start would be start from the 0, and the end position will be the x, and we are just to find a place where the mid position is just equal to this square root of x, so that mid position would be the x. So we know that we convert this square root math problem to a binary search, a computer science problem, so that we can go back to here and implement our code. So let's start with the start and end index. It would be x. So I use the non-data types here because at some points our integer multiply integer would be like getting the integer overflow. So we can do the non at the beginning and then cast to the integer at the end. So here just follow the basic code structure for the binary search. So I have a video also doing the binary search. You can find the similar binary search codes in other videos. So it would be non-mid equals to start and end minus start divided 2. And if this mid position, as we just said, just equal to the x, we can know that this is a place that a square root happens, so that we need to just convert this to casting it to the integer and directly return it. And else, if that mid position is less than x, and we know that we need to move the start. So mid position is still in less than the x. So we need to increase the start search position. So our search start to mid, and else that just means mid position and multiply mid position is greater than the x. So we need to move the n to the mid position. And at the last part, so we still have two values. So if that end and the start, so end and start, if the end and multiply n just equals to this x, so we can know this is a square root and convert it to the integer. Otherwise, we just need to return a start. So this is just like the second example. If we have an input that's 8 and we get some like a 2.82842, and at the end, this end would be the 3, integer 3, because 3 is greater than the x, so we can go to the start. Start would be the 2, and that's just an integer for the input 8. Okay, so I will click this. Accepted. So here we successfully solve this square root coding problem. Hope you enjoy this. So this is a GoodTecher. So thank you for your watching, and thank you for your subscription. And I use my spare time to record this video tutorials. So I see some of your comments that remind me to record more videos. So I will do that, and let's keep making progress together.